Alright, so I decided to get the Oraimo Riff 2 because whenever I use the FreePods 4, because of their rubber tips, whenever I put them in my ear, it feels like I no longer have air going into my ears, so it doesn't feel natural to me. And then I went to the Oraimo website to look for a replacement that I can use, and then I found the Oraimo Riff 2. I used to own the Riff 1, but I gave that one away since I got the FreePods 4. I'm not going to make this a comparison between the Oraimo Riff 2 and the FreePods 4 because I feel like these ones are like a premium pair of earphones. They're not super expensive, but if you compare them with this one, I'll talk about the price later on, but it's not going to be a fair comparison. So I'm just telling you the reason why I decided to get another pair of earphones, and yeah, that's why. So I'm going to keep this one now because we'll not even touch on it anymore. So I've been using these earphones, the Oraimo Riff 2, for like 4 or 5 days now, and I ordered it online. When I first got it, connected it with my phone and started listening to music with it, at first it felt like a basic pair of earphones because the sound was not even that good. And on the website it says heavy bass. So I thought to myself that from the reviews that I was seeing on the website, maybe people did not know how good bass is supposed to sound, so it wasn't sounding really good to me at the time. But then I connected the pair of earphones to the Oraimo Sound app. When I opened the equalizer option and selected heavy bass, that's when I was blew away by the sounds that were coming out from the Oraimo Riff 2. Sounds were very clear, the bass was very heavy, and that was when I understood that, okay, those people that were talking on the website, that were leaving reviews on the Oraimo website, they actually knew what they were talking about. So if you have been using this pair of earphones and you don't feel like the sound is very good, just go and activate it, like connect it with the Oraimo Sound app and then activate heavy bass. The loudness is so good. And to talk about the bass is really good, like it hits very well. And it's surprising because these earphones do not have like noise cancellation mode, they don't have that transparency mode, but it feels more natural because the sound from your environment, you can hear the sound in your environment. Like I was using these earphones for up to 4 hours and didn't even feel like I had to remove them to listen to what was happening around me. I don't know if you understand what I mean. It was like I hear everything in my environment. At the same time, I can listen to the music that was playing. So as I've said, you don't get things like noise cancellation mode and transparency mode if you're using the Oraimo Riff 2. It works with the sound app as well, but you wouldn't even need all those things because this one makes it very natural to wear because you can hear the music and you can hear what's going on in your environment as well. But that is the major pleasure of using it. The sound that comes out of the pair of earphones, that is the only pleasure that I've gotten so far. If I talk about the painful parts, because I'm sure I'm going to title this video Pleasure and Pain. If I talk about the painful part, well, that is where everything starts coming or crashing down when you're using these earphones. So this is what a normal pair of earphones look like an everyday pair of earphones. And this is what the Oraimo Riff 2 earphones look like. They are too damn big. Look, whenever I try to put this pair of earphones in my ears, it feels like I am murdering myself. I would consider myself someone that has averagely sized ears. I know a lot of people that have smaller ears than I do, and honestly, recommending these pair of earphones to them will be like I am sending them to damage their ears. It's not like the sound is going to damage their ear. The earphones are just too big. Normally, if you are listening to music with these pair of earphones, you can control the music using the earphones by just tapping on the black dots that are on the sides. But I hardly find myself doing that because if I try to change the music, it feels like I am pressing my ears. And because the earphones are big on their own, then they make my ears even more painful. In the beginning, when I started using the pair of earphones, I didn't really notice all the pains until one day that I was taking my bath and I was cleaning my ears. That's when I started to feel the pain. And then I left the bathroom, came back to wear the earphones, and the pain was even more. So that's when I knew that, okay, these pair of earphones, they are really making my ears painful. Honestly, unless you have bigger than average ears, I don't really see anybody using this pair of earphones comfortably for a long period of time. Or maybe you're trying to stop yourself or train yourself from listening to music for so long, then yeah, maybe these earphones can be recommended because after listening to music for like 1 or 2 hours, you're going to start feeling the pain and you're going to have to take them out. But then, even if you wanted to listen to music for a long time with your huge ears, if you have huge ears, that is, you will not be able to because of the batteries on these earphones. I feel like it's because of the size of the earphones. Maybe Oraimo could not fit big batteries in here. But I was using the earphones for 3 hours and I lost 60%. Yeah, like I said, if you start using the earphones, sometimes you may even forget that you need to remove the earphones to do other things. Like I was washing, cooking, whatever I was doing, the earphones were in. When I started using it earlier, I didn't notice the pain until, like I said, I had to go take a bath, and while I was cleaning my ears, that's when I started to feel the pain. But on the first day, I used it for like 3 hours, and it was at 40% when I removed the earphones. So to me, that is not good enough, because if you're traveling, like me, I like traveling and listening to music. So if I'm traveling for maybe 4 hours, that means that I'll be scared of losing battery, and maybe I'll have to take a backup pair of earphones. I'm not going to be using this one actually because of the pain, but still, if you have the ears that can comfortably use these earphones, then you won't be using them for long. So the good part is that you can charge the earphones using the case, but honestly, the battery almost died the very first day I started using it. So battery life is another painful part of the pair of earphones. But if you're going to ignore both of those things, like the pain and the battery, well, you have a really decent earphones that gives you good sound. That's all I can say. And the case is quite small, so that means that you can easily put it in your pocket and it won't look like you have some kind of weird swelling in your lap. So I guess the Oraimo Riff 2 is not for me, but if you want to get it for yourself, then you can get it from the Oraimo website. It will cost you around 15,000 naira. But considering the price and things that you can get with it, like the sound app, and I didn't even mention phone calls. I used these earphones to make phone calls and they worked wonderfully. Like, I thought that they would not be good enough because of the way they are very small. I thought they would not be able to capture sound because they are too far from my mouth. But nobody ever complained that my voice was too low. I didn't even have to shout to make phone calls. For phone calls only. When I tried it with like WhatsApp calls, it was not that good. But for phone calls, it was very clear. And I was hearing whoever I was talking to very clearly. They were hearing me as well. Nobody complained. So I guess size does not matter actually. Anyways, that's all for this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a like. If you want more videos like this, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Yeah, ask me any questions you may have. I will see you in the next video. Take care and bye-bye.